Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. Welcome to our forum titled Gamification in Education, Enhancing Student Motivation and Engagement. I will serve you as a moderator for today's session. My name is Nur Afika. Our forum aims to explore how gamification and the use of game-based elements such as point, badges, level, and leaderboards can make learning more engaging, motivating, and enjoyable for students. Joining us today are three knowledgeable panelists who will share their insight from different perspectives. The first panelist is a teacher who will explain how gamification can be applied in classroom teaching and learning. The second panelist, a student who will share their experience and viewpoint on gamified learning. And the third panelist is a school administrator who will discuss how gamification can be supported and implemented at school level. This forum will be conducted in two sessions. In session one, each panelist will share their personal viewpoint about gamification in education, and in session two, they will discuss real application, challenges, and case study that related to gamification in school. Without further delay, let us begin with session one. For session one, each panelist will have 2 minutes to present their view on gamification. So, to start off, I would like to invite our teacher panelists to share their understanding of gamification and how it can enhance student motivation and engagement.
Thank you, Teresa. My name is Yunus as a teacher. I see gamification as a powerful approach to making learning more enjoyable and meaningful for students. Instead of classroom, students sometimes feel that listen repetitive and boring, especially when they involve memorization or drill. However, by integrating game elements such as a point, level, leaderboard, and wall, we can transform learning into interactive experience that promote motivation and engagement. Gamification help to fulfill students' psychology needs such as achievement, representation, and competition. When students see their progress or level up, they feel a sense of accomplishment that encourage them to continue. Disactivation, gamification can improve classroom participation. Students become more willing to answer questions, complete tasks, and collaboration with peers. In my own experience, when I introduce math as challenge, where students collect points for solving problem, even the big students that participate active. In short, from a teacher perspective, gamification is not just about playing game. It is about using them like strategies to make learning more student-centered, engaging, and rewarding. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that insightful perspective. Now, let's hear from our student panelists who will share their viewpoint and personal opinion on how gamification influenced their learning experience.
Hello, thank you for moderator. I am Shakira as a student. I believe that gamification has transformed the way we learn by making lessons interactive, enjoyable, and meaningful. In traditional classroom, lessons often rely heavily on textbook and lecturers, which can make students feel disengaged or passive. However, with gamification, learning becomes an experience that encourages active participation, curiosity, and motivation. Gamification refers to the use of game elements such as points, badge, leaderboards, levels, and challenges in non-game contexts like education. These elements trigger a sense of competition and achievement that keeps students motivated to learn. From my perspective, gamification changes the mindset of learning from I have to do this to I want to do this. For example, when teachers use apps like Kahoot, Quiz, or ClassDojo, students become more excited to participate. The immediate feedback we receive after answering a question helps us identify our strength and weakness, while the competitive element makes us more eager to improve. It also encourages collaboration as we often discuss, answer with classmates, and learn from one another. Gamification also supports different learning styles. Visual learners benefits from colorful graphic and interactive visual, while auditory learners enjoy the sound effect and feedback. Moreover, gamification gives room for self-test learning. Students can progress according to their own abilities, which reduce pressure and boosts confidence. Overall, from a student point of view, gamification turns the classroom into a space of discovery and fun rather than stress and boredom. It transforms the role of a student from a passive recipient of knowledge to an active participant in the learning chain. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that interesting sharing. Lastly, let's welcome our school administrator who will share their view on how gamification can align with the school goal and educational development.
Thank you, moderator. My name is Sai Kalvin Jamin, and today I will be sharing my viewpoint as a school administrator on the topic gamification in education. As a school administrator, I believe gamification is one of the most innovative approach in modern education today. It involves integrating game elements such as point, badges, level, and leaderboards and rewards into the learning process to make lesson more engaging and enjoyable for students. From an administrative point of view, gamification is not just about playing games, it's about using games like feature to promote motivation, engagement, and active participation. It's transform learning from something passive into an experience that students look forward to. Gamification also legend perfectly with the 21st century learning framework as it encourages critical thinking, creativity, communication, and collaboration. The essential skill that students need to success in the future. In short, as a school administrator, I view gamification as a powerful strategy that not only increase students' interest in learning but also enhance the quality of teaching in our school. It helps us create a more dynamic, digital, and student-centered learning environment where learning become meaningful, interactive, and fun.
Okay, thank you to all our panelists for sharing their viewpoints. From what we have heard, gamification is not only about fun and games, but it's a strategy that helps to create an engaging and motivating learning environment for students. Okay, now we'll continue with session 2, where each panelist will have 5 minutes to discuss real application, challenges, and case study of gamification in education. Now, let's begin once again with our teacher, student, and school administrator. panelists. Now, let's hear from our teacher representative who will share about gamification is applied in real classroom, the challenges faced, and some real-world example. Please welcome our teacher panelists.
Thank you, moderator. As a teacher, I see gamification not just as playing games, but as a creative teaching strategy that integrates game-like element into the learning process to increase student motivation and engagement. For the first, application in real education setting, many many teachers have started applying gamification in different ways. For example, in English language classes, teachers use apps such as Kahoot or quizzes to conduct interact, interact quiz. Students compete in the fun way while seeing what they learn. In maths, some teacher introduce system like math just challenge where students in point every time they complete a set of exercise or solve a problem. For classroom management, tools like Class Dojo are used to reward positive behavior. Students gain point for teamwork, respect, and responsibility, which is encourage them to behave positive. This application makes lesson more interactive, enjoyable, and student-centered. Learning becomes something students look forward to rather than something they have to do. Okay, next, challenge to implement gamification. However, as exciting as gamification sounds, teacher also face several challenges when trying to it, implement it. For the first, it's take time, effort, and creative to design meaningful gamified activity that truly align with learning objective. It's not just for entertainment. Okay, technology access remain to barrier. In some students, especially rural area, not every student have stable internet connection or their own device. Uh, but the challenge to address this challenge, teachers should focus to balance and inclusion instead of only using competitive element that can promote collaboration, for example, programmation, team achievement. The main focus must always remain learning outcome, not just a reward. For the last case study or real example, let me share, let me share a case from a secondary school in Selangor, Malaysia. An English teacher launched a program called English Adventure Challenge. In this program, students complete missions such as creative writing, reading short passage and group presentation. Each achievement in them point or digital certificate. The result were impressive. Students who were once shy and passive become more confident and active participate in class discussion. Teacher also notice improvement in attendance and collaboration among students. These cases show that when gamification is designed with clear learning goals and balance of fun and purpose, it can truly enhance motivation and engagement in conclusion, gamification offers great portion to transfer education, but to make it successful, teachers must understand their student needs, design purpose, activity, and ensure that what fun smooth, not replace real learning. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to our teacher panelists for that detailed explanation and example. Now, let's hear from our student panelists who will share their real life experience with gamified learning and how it affects their motivation, participation, and learning outcomes.
Thank you for moderator. The first one is application and reality. In real life education and setting, gamification is already being used in many schools and universities around the world, including Malaysia. Many teachers incorporate game-based learning platforms such as Kahoot, Quiz, Wordwall, and Classcraft into their lesson. These tools are not only fun but also help students to recall information faster and engage more actively in class. For example, during science or history lesson, teachers might create interactive quiz where students compete in teams. This helps improve teamwork and communication skills while reinforcing content knowledge. In language learning, teachers use digital badge to reward students for completing vocabulary or grammar challenges, making learning more structured and goal-oriented. Outside the classroom, gamified learning apps such as Duolingo or Code.org encourage students to continue learning at home. This platform turn learning into a daily habit by giving students experience points, strict rewards, and progress bars, motivating us to maintain consistency and discipline. As a student, I find this especially useful because it provides a sense of progress and achievement beyond just grades. And next, challenges to implement gamification. Despite the many benefits, there are several challenges faced when implementing gamification in school. Firstly, not all schools have equal access to technology. Some students may not own device or have stable internet connection, especially in rural areas. This creates inequality in participation and limits the full potential of gamification. And secondly, gamification requires well-trained teachers who understand how to design game-based lessons effectively. If the teacher simply adds point or page without meaningful learning goals, gamification loses its educational value and becomes just entertainment. Lastly, sustainability is an issue. Once the novelty wears off, students may lose interest if the games are repetitive or not updated regularly. Maintaining engagement through gamification requires continuous creativity and adaptation. And lastly, focus studies. One real-world example uh, is gamified STEAM learning in Malaysian digital make hub initiative where students complete coding challenges in game-like platform. They earn digital badge for each level they complete, which encourage continuous learning and creativity in technology subjects. From my experience as a student, this example showed that gamification works best when it combines fun, purpose, and progress. When students feel reward for learning, they become more independent, confident, and motivated to explore further. I believe gamification is not just a trend but a meaningful shift in how education connects us. It empowers us to learn actively, think critically, and enjoy the process. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the wonderful sharing. Lastly, let's welcome our school administrator who will elaborate on how school can adopt gamification effectively, including policy, support system, and real example from successful implementation.
Thank you, moderator. In the real world, many schools globally and even here in Malaysia have already started using gamification in their classroom and to make learn more interactive and engaging. For instance, teachers use popular gamified platforms such as Kahoot, Quizzes, Classcraft, and Duolingo. These tools allow students to participate in real times quizzes, collect points, and compare and collaborate with their classmates. The use of rewards, ranking, and progress bar giving students a sense uh, of achievement and motivation them to continue learning. From a school uh, administrator's perspective, our role is support this practice by ensuring that our teacher have the right training, facilities, and encouragement to implement gamified learning effectively. We also need to provide technological infrastructure such as stable internet access and sufficient digital device to make gamification accessible to all students. However, implementing gamification in education also come with several challenges. Number one, technology access. Not all students or not all school or student have equal access to digital device or a stable internet connection. This can create inequality among students. Number two, teacher readiness. Some teacher may lack the literacy or confidence to design gamified lesson effectively. Number three, time and workload. Designing gamified activities require creativity, preparation, and extra time, which can be challenges for teachers with a heavy workload. Number four, focus on reward over learning. Sometimes students may become more focused on earning point rather than truly understanding the content. To overcome these challenges, school administrators should provide professional development program for teachers to enhance their digital teaching skills, encourage collaborative learning where teachers share resources uh, and ideas to gamify lesson, ensure equitable access to technology across all students, promotes a balanced approach where gamification is used to support learning outcome, not reflect them. Let's look at some real world example of our case study. In Malaysia, several schools have reported positive outcome from using Kahoot and quizzes during lesson. Teachers found the students were more active, enjoyed the learning process and retained information better. Globally, Duolingo apps is a successful case study of gamification in education. It used game like elements such as strict level and budgets to motivate learning to practice language every day. This provides that when gamification is applied effectively, it can make learning addictive and positive way. In conclusion, as a school administrator, I strongly believe that gamification is not just a trend, but a transformative educational approach. It can improve learning outcome, increase student motivation, and prepare our school for a more digital and engaging future. However, for it to success, Requires the right balance between technology, teacher support, and educational purpose. With proper planning, training, and leadership, gamification can truly shape the future of education, creating classroom where learning feel like an adventure, not a not a choice. Thank you.
Thank you to all our panelists for their meaningful and inspiring sharing throughout both sessions. From today's discussion, we can conclude that gamification is a powerful approach to enhance student motivation and engagement. When it applied effectively, gamification encourages students to actively participate, enjoy learning, and strive for achievement. Teachers can use it to make lessons more interactive and creative, while students can gain confidence, motivation, and enjoyment. Also, the administrator play a crucial role in ensuring the resources and support are available for successful implementation. In short, gamification helps bridge the gap between learning and enjoyment, making education both meaningful and exciting. With that, we are officially conclude our forum on gamification in education, enhancing student motivation and engagement. Thank you to our panelists and audience for your attention. Assalamualaikum and have a pleasant day ahead. Thank you.